Hello, everyone. Joe Bell here with Oils for Every Family. Hey, I wanted to get on here and just talk about some of the oils we use and how to use them and why to use them and different reasons to use them, right? Because some of you may be very unfamiliar with oils and you want to know, well, what do they do? When do I use them? I'm not quite sure. So I wanted to talk about some briefly here. And the first one, so we all get cranky, right? We all have down days. You know, as parents, we just have off days. We're just tired of dealing with all the stuff that our kids are throwing at us, plus, jobs or spouses or things to do all around the house, right? We just get tired. We get cranky. Some days we just don't want to get out of bed. Some days we're just not happy. And same things for kids, right? Kids wake up and they're grumpy. You give them the green cup when they wanted the blue cup and they get angry and upset, or maybe you're feeding them lunch, 15 minutes late than they're used to eating, so they get hangry, hungry and angry, right? So there's an oil that we use when we have issues like that. We reach for the wild orange. So wild orange is that oil we use to help again when we're angry or when we're kind of grumpy and we need to be happy, because you don't want to be taking out that anger on your family, or your kids don't want to be taking it out on you or their siblings. So when you need to be happy, you need that lift, that positive smell. You definitely want to try that wild orange, because that's really happy, uplifting oil. Now, kind of on the opposite side, I want to briefly talk about is end of the day. Right, you've been happy, you used your wild orange, and now it's the end of the day. You've got kids to put in bed. You're winding down. Maybe you finish doing your nightly routine, whether that's doing dishes, locking up all the doors, checked on the kids, and you're laying in bed, and your mind just does not shut off. You're just thinking about everything you did today. Thinking about all the stuff you got to do tomorrow, right? You just can't get your eyes closed. You just can't go to sleep. You can't relax, right? Or maybe the kids, right? I've got kids. I got 3 kids, and we put them to bed, and sometimes you're just not tired. It's past their bedtime, but they are not tired. And so what do? They're not ready to go to bed. Lock them in their room, listen to them scream forever? Probably not, right? So we like to use lavender, right, for that reason. 1 or 2 drops of lavender on the bottom of the feet, on their back, really helps calm them down, helps calm you down, helps you relax, helps get a clear mind, helps you be able to fall asleep at the end of the day, that relaxing, calming oil. So when we need to relax or calm down, that's what we reach for, is that lavender. Let's talk about lemon, right? So we drink water at our house. 95% of everything we're drinking is water. That's all we drink at our house. And sometimes it's nice to give it a little flavor, and it's also really good to put 1 drop of lemon right in our water, right? Gives it a nice, clean, refreshing taste. I've been working in the yard all day. I come and get a glass of water with 1 drop of lemon. Just really quenches that thirst. Another thing that lemon can do, right, is it's great for cleaning. So our kids come in, right, from playing outside. They got dirt and mud all over their hands. We have white kitchen cabinets, and they go and reach for their cup out of their kitchen cupboard. Instead of grabbing the knob, right, they stick their hand on there and pry it open, leaving muddy handprints, dirt, grease, just grime. So we'll use 1 or 2 drops of lemon on a cloth and scrub that right out. Works fantastic. A friend of mine, they were out shopping at the store here, and their son stepped in some gum. He didn't know it, but he stepped in some gum, and he tracks it through the store, tracks it through to the car, all through the house. And he gets home and he realizes he's got gum on the bottom of his shoe and he can't get it off. So his dad reached for the lemon, 2 drops of lemon right on the gum, and just scrapes right off. Nice one big clump. Lemon has lots and lots of really great benefits for that. So when we need to get some cleaning done around the house, or we want some nice refreshing water, we'll use lemon. Let's talk about. Let's see what else we got over here. I got my case and pulling oils out of, so we'll talk about. Let's talk about digestion, right? So we've all been in this situation. You're in a rush. You've got to get your kids to gymnastics, your other kids to ballet, and another one to a birthday party, right? And you've got a 20-minute window, plus it's dinner time. So what do? You hit the drive-through, right? Hit that we like Panera Bread. We hit that Panera Bread drive-through. Sometimes it doesn't always agree with us. Sometimes it's got a little rumbling happen in the stomach, you know what I mean? So we reach for that Digestin. Digestin is a blend of essential oils that is good for any digestive issue. And so when we've hit that drive-through and something's not agreeing with us, or we go out to eat at a restaurant that's not sitting well with us, we use Digestin. So we use this for our kids a lot too. Our kids have some sensitive stomachs. They're still trying to figure out what they like and what they don't like. And so they're trying new things. We always encourage them to try new things. However, every once in a while they come across something that just not doing well with them, right? 1 or 2 drops of Digestin on the stomach, rubbed it right in. Within minutes, they're feeling relief, they're feeling better. So any stomach issue, you can use 1 or 2 drops of Digestin. I want to talk about something else, right? So this, moms and dads, you probably can relate to this. Kids, maybe some older kids can relate to this as well. Have you ever had the day where it seems like all you're doing is cleaning up toys, cleaning up after your kids? Well, all you're doing is constantly bending down, picking something up, going to put it on the shelf. Bending down, picking something up, going to put it on the shelf. Have you ever experienced that? I do. And, sometimes, all that bending and that picking things up starts to make my muscles ache a little bit, right? By the end of the day, you're tired, you're sore, you don't want to deal with anything anymore. Right? Your muscles hurt, your joints hurt. Or maybe the older kids, right? Maybe you're getting ready for football season, so you're hitting the gym hard, or cross country season, so you're doing lots of running. You're training. Summertime, you were doing lots of swimming. And maybe even the younger kids working hard on their gymnastics, their ballet, their soccer, their baseball, whatever they are doing. But by the end of the day, their muscles hurt. Or maybe they're growing in that and their legs hurt. They wake up at night and they're just crying out in pain because their legs are aching. Reach for the deep blue. All right? I don't know how well you can see that. Reach for the deep blue. The deep blue is one that inflammation, that soreness, that stiffness you get in your back or your knees or your arms from picking things up all day, or from running or from working out. All those things that go along with those achiness of the muscles and the soreness. Deep blue can help relieve that. 1 or 2 drops on the spots your elbow hurts, 1 or 2 drops, rub it right in. Within a few minutes, you'll start feeling relief of that. Deep blue is what we like to use on that. Just briefly, we can talk just a few more here. I want to talk about something that men don't really like to talk about, right? And women joke about it. But it's a serious, serious thing. The man cold. I've had it. I've lived through it. It's a tough thing. Now, when this man cold hits, On Guard. On Guard is a protective blend. Helps your immune system. So now man cold is coming on, guys. 1 or 2 drops, bottom of your feet, maybe 1 drop in water and drink it down. You can do it. It's uncomfortable, but you can do it. Maybe 1 or 2 drops on your back. Get that rubbed in. It's going to help. It's a protection blend. Helps your immune system. Now, ladies, man cold doesn't really hit you, right? You get a little sniffle, and you just push through it. You're tough. You can do it, right? But you still want to take care of all those issues because you don't want it to get too out of control. So On Guard's perfect for you. 1 or 2 drops on the bottom of your feet, your back. Take a shot in some water. And you're good to go. Help keep that immune system strong. Kids. A lot of kids go to school. Maybe not in the summertime, but kids go to school, summer camps, day camps, preschool, all the way up to college, right? Schools are cesspools of germs. You think about it. 1 kid in a class of 30, right? Sneezes in his hand. Chew. Touches the doorknob. Opens the door, closes it. How many other kids are going to touch that doorknob and get that germs from that 1 student who sneezed in his hand? Right? Another student coughs in his hand, goes up to the board, writes something on the whiteboard, puts the marker back down. How many other students and people are going to touch that marker and get those germs? High fives, sports teams, right? Traditional. After a game, you give them a high five, right? You line up at the opposite ends and you walk across and slap hands and say, good game. Trading germs, right? That's what you're doing. On Guard. Help keep that immune system strong. That's what we use every single day on our feet as adults and parents, and we put on the bottom of our kids' feet every single day. On Guard is what you need. It's a protective blend. And I got just a few more here I want to briefly talk about today. This next one. It's amazing. One of the things we take for granted is our nose, right? When our nose gets stuffed up and we can't use it, and we have to breathe it out of our mouth, man, we just want it to be better. We'll do anything for our nose to be better so we can breathe normal, right? When it's runny and we start wiping it and it gets all red and raw from wiping it with the tissue, we just want our nose to be better and be able to breathe, right? When we have things like that happen, we feel just a little bit of congestion, just a little bit of runniness happening, we grab the breathe oil. Put one or two drops on our chest, rub it in, and then the excess that's on our hand, rub it right under our nose. Take a deep breath. Wow, opens things right up. It's amazing. This goes hand in hand with our On Guard, right? So we want to use those two together. Another thing about breathe, athletes, right? Lots and lots of athletes like this. Put on their chest, they're running. Feel like they can get a better breath of air while they're training, while they're in their games. You got cross-country runners, you got your football players. I know that's happening soon. You've got your baseball players going on now, your soccer players. Any sport you play, you could be using breathe. Even your ping pong players, right? Playing ping pong, working up a sweat, getting breathing real heavy. You're going to need breathe. So when you're having trouble, respiratory system, breathe is what we reach for. Have you ever had a day or a time that you can remember where you just feel off, where your day is just not going smoothly, or just something is off? You just feel off. It's hard to focus. It's hard to get anything done. It happens to me a lot, probably more than I should admit, right? Um, so, so one of the things I really like to do to help me stay grounded and focus every morning is use this balance. Now, balance is a grounding brand. It makes you feel present when where you're at and what you're doing, so you can be focused at the task at hand, right? So, I got my honey-do list. My wife keeps a track of everything and all the things I need to get done around the house, right? And that list is always getting longer than shorter. I don't know how that happens, because I'm trying to always cross things off, but you know how it is, right, guys? So balance helps me stay grounded and focused to be able to get things done, crossed off on that honey-do list, and just other things that I need to get done, from work stuff to help my kids with my homework. Honestly, I don't know many parents that want to sit there and talk about dividing fractions, right? Because you've got dinner to cook, you've got other activities, you've got other kids that need your attention. It's hard to sit there and focus on one when you're being pulled in so many directions, right? So balance helps you feel grounded and present in the moment, so you can be focused. Last one I want to talk about today is one to help tension. I don't know where you carry your stress and your tension, but I carry it in my shoulders and my neck, and I can just feel it build up there and just weigh so heavy and just carry it right there. So I like to use what's called past tense. I don't know how well you could see that because it's such a clear bottle, but past tense. And the nice thing about past tense is it's a roller bottle. So it's got a little ball right there. So you could just roll it right on, right? So my head hurts, roll it right on. Shoulders hurt, roll it right on. So this is for past tense. So any tension you have, this is what you want to use. So I used to be a public school teacher. I taught 6th grade. I would be standing for hours a day, right? Before you build up tolerance for that, your body gets tense and sore, right? And so I would use this at the end of the day on my shoulders, neck, head, and you could just kind of feel everything melt away. It's amazing. So when you're feeling tense, when you're feeling your body's just tense and you need to relax, you need to let all that go. When you've got some head tension going on, it's really uncomfortable on your forehead, and maybe you can't even open your eyes. It hurts so bad. Right here, it's magic stuff. Just roll it right on. It's amazing, right? So I just wanted to share with you some of those oils, how we use them, when to use them. Those are some of our favorites. There's over 52 different oils on all different things they can do. And I covered, just a handful of our favorites and the ones we use all the time. If you've got more questions about essential oils, or if you've got something you're not sure if an essential oil can help with, just shoot us a quick message on Facebook. We'll answer that as soon as we can. We're here to help. We want to spread oils all over the world. So these things are absolutely amazing, and I know they're going to help you. Just give them a chance, give them an opportunity, and you'll see results, just as I did, just as my wife did, just as millions of people over the world that use essential oils have seen amazing things happen. So, got any questions, or you want to get your own, shoot me a quick message, and I'll be able to answer that for you. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to y'all again soon. Bye.